I made a wine rack from 2 tables I got free, one from Craigslist and one from a friend. The granite top was just an extra piece I had, and I had to cut it to size. The top could be wood just as well as having a piece of granite. Here you can see the 2 kinds of tables. The one on the left was an oak veneer, and the one on the right was probably a maple. I used the maple for most of the main trim. The oak table I used to make the side supports for the main structure. Here I'm ripping the wood down to 12 inches wide. The veneer oak I used for the main 2 outside supports. That's the one on the top of the table saw you can see. Here you can see a 12-inch piece of wood to space out the bottom. The reason for a 12-inch on the bottom was so that I could put a whole box of wine down on the bottom without even opening it. Then the next spacing was 4 1/4 to the rest of the spacing. This is the view of the spacing all in all, and I matched that. I just matched this side with the other side. So I used the slats as a way to hold up the wine bottles. Part of what I learned is they talk about allowing air to flow between the bottles. This allows for that. So the slats are just rested on the screw and supports. The slats are not very visible, so I didn't even sand the ones in the back. I did stain them, but not sand them. They're not attached at all. They're free moving. They can be moved around, and they're just resting against the center piece of wood. I cut these at about a 20 degree angle, and so you can see they sort of just rest as they do. So the slats on the outside are stained and sanded, or sanded and stained, and I used more maple to make trim pieces for the whole front, sanded and stained as well. This is 38 inches wide, 12 inches deep, and 50 inches high, including the granite. The height was determined by the table size. I just ripped it right down. I kept the same height, and the width was based on what room I had from left to right. It was a great project. Thanks for watching.